Welcome back to the Meeple Marathon. Today we are going to begin our playthrough of Sleeping Gods Distant Skies. We played through the tutorial scenario and I went over how to go about playing through a turn. So if you're interested in seeing that video, you can check it out. It'll be popping up in the upper right corner at this time. Otherwise, we're going to go ahead and get started. I'll try to explain things along the way. But for the most part, I'm assuming you guys roughly know how to play. So at the end of the tutorial scenario, it basically said to refresh everybody's stamina and health. It did not say to move off of spot 6 here, so I'm going to assume that that is utilizing our Claire miniature here, which has been painted up now. We're going to start here on 6. First thing we need to do to start our first turn here is draw 2 ability cards, and we have Counsel and Cunning and Strength. This one's really nice, but you can see is very expensive. This one's pretty cheap. When any player camps, you can lose morale, but this is a high number. I may want to keep this back in the deck. So yeah, here we have these 2 cards now, and we have an event card. Night Ambush. Zombies stalk you at night. Fight them off. So this is a, what is this? This is, I forget what this symbol is, but this is the new one. Fight them off. 8, fail. We're going to take 4 health, and somebody's going to take madness. Either way, we're going to gain honey. So I guess we might as well attempt to not to take all this damage. So we're just going to have Claire do it. She's got 2 of this, and then we're going to flip over 5, so that's 7. I'm 1 away, but I don't have anything that can add. Oh, I do. So I have Mikra's Aid here. Mikra's Aid allows me to spend this card and then get that 8th thing. So there's my 8th one right there, and all we do is gain the honey. Okay, so why wouldn't we do anything else other than explore? So we're going to spend 2 time, and we're going to turn to page 6 in the book. Now, I am normally a fan of the Foreteller app, and have used the Foreteller app in many other Red Raven games, but I actually had downloaded recently the Foreteller app for Sleeping Gods because I was going back and playing it in anticipation of this one, and it really did not hold up to expectations, certainly compared to the other games. So I requested a refund, and at the current time I'm not going to be doing this via Foreteller. We're just going to read. So Number 6 says, mountain winds tickle the ochre grass brushing the valley until thousands of stalks sway like waves on a yellow sea. Mikra's shrine, a monolith carved with a crescent moon, casts a long, dark shadow like a patch of night that has not yet melted away. A thick cloud gathers around the base of the boulder, and Mikra strides out. How goes your search? We must hurry. Orfash grows stronger the longer we wait. So we can either ask Mikra to tell you more about totems. I feel like we know about totems. The next one is ask Mikra where to find totems. That would be more beneficial to me. So we're going to turn to 6-2 here. And got to turn the page, and it says, Mikra shakes her head. I wish I knew where the totems are. They've been scattered everywhere the wind blows and hidden in the shallowest pockets and the deepest graves. The best thing to do is keep your ears and eyes open, your minds sharp. Something so powerful isn't easy to hide. What about Orfash? You said he plans to destroy you. Yes, that's true, but if you bring me enough totems, perhaps he won't succeed and I can get you home. So right now it says turn back to 6. I do appreciate any narrative-driven campaign-style game doing this. Don't make me use a different action every time to just go through the same different paragraphs within one. I should be allowed to explore all of 6 within one action. So it's going to go back to 6. We're going to go ahead and the only other option, we're going to read what it says. 6.1. The power of totems is linked to the power of gods. As the gods have grown weak, the power of totems has faded. If you rejuvenate enough of them, I will have the power to make the health rack sleep and allow you to go home. Mikra picks a dried red blossom and crushes it in her fingers. The peppery aroma soon has your eyes watering. The burning of this sunrose is strong, but momentary. The power of a totem now fades just as quickly. To return their power, you can use local herbs, though sometimes it takes more precious ingredients. But there are maps and clues to help you find them. Here, take this one. Gain quest 13, turn to 6, so again we would be allowed to go back, but the only other option is return to the map. So we're going to gain quest 13 out of our box here. Alright, so, quest 13 is a picture. Let you guys see this better. So it states when on this exact atlas square, spend 1 time to search for treasure. So that's really cool. I really like that. I don't think that is on this atlas. There's distinctly brown grass right here with clouds and some rocks sticking out of the brown grass. I don't think that is anywhere. It's interesting that there is no there's no failsafe for anybody to just say, oh yeah, that looks like that right there. I'm going to search for treasure. But I really do like this touch. So we're going to hold on to this, put it with our totems. And unfortunately, it's only 1 resource matching your result of your fate check. But it is all the good ones. So all the basic resources are, your rope, your meat, your root vegetables, your whiskey, and then these down here, all these special berries and crystals. Those are the ones that, for the most part, you need to refresh your totems. Okay, so where do we want to go now? Well, let's check in with camp. Maybe they've got some information too. So we're going to spend 1 time to travel. We'll move down here. And then we'll spend 2 time to explore again. And this is number 1, the very first entry. I don't think we've read this. I don't think we read that in the tutorial. Okay, so if keyword merc or if keyword summon, I don't have any of those keywords yet. So we just start. Henrik rests near a smoky fire. A piece of spit skewered meat sizzles over the dancing flame. Examine Henrik's collection of books and maps. This requires a savvy check, which Miguel has for us. We can ask Henrik where the lost passengers went. Ask Henrik what happened to his plane. Check on the plane's cargo. The plane must be at Henrik's camp. Unavailable if keyword art. Okay. And or leave the map. So I'm going to pause on the savvy check for right now, and let's just ask Henrik where his lost passengers went. So 1.2. Help me with supper and I will tell you what I know. Henrik hands you a smooth clay pot of dried herbs. They all split up as soon as we met Mikra. Some went looking for totems. A few of us stayed here to wait for other passengers to return. How many passengers were there, you ask? There were 20 when we landed, but not all are still alive. The twins and I were waiting here for the others to return with enough totems for Mikra. But now that we have you to help us, our chances are much greater. Twins? Asked Ed. I didn't see anyone else around. Yes, there was a young woman and her brother. They went to the lake to catch fish, but I haven't seen them in days. So, maybe that's the lake right there. Okay. Gain quest 5, gain adventure card 28, and then go back to 1. So, quest card 5. Boom, and adventure card, what was it? 28. Alright, so here is our adventure card. This is a recipe, so we can just turn meat into 3 health instead of, without this card, meat doesn't give you health, it gives you stamina back. So I could turn in this token if I have it and gain a stamina token back, or if I use this adventure card, which I can only use it once per kind of round between rest periods, then I can turn it into health. And our thing here says keyword twins. Okay, 2 survivors from Henrik's plane, brother and sister, went fishing at the lake to the east of Henrik's camp. So that must be this right here. There's this little symbol right here, which I'm not quite sure what this means. So we may, I think I'm going to check out 5, and then I'm going to head this way and up through there. Sounds like a good plan to start. So turn back to 1 so we can take another choice. Let's ask him what happened to his plane. If your plane was destroyed when you came through the portal, how did you survive, you ask? Henrik's eyes betray an anger that his voice doesn't show. We landed safely, but Ibsen took the plane back up, the selfish bastard. Of course he didn't make it. The Healthark got him, dashed the plane against the cliffs like it was a sparrow. Healthark, you ask? You mean the monster? That monster is the guardian of the god eye, Henrik explains. That's what the locals call the portal. The Healthark protects this world from people like us. Can it be killed, you ask? Azarius replies, you're looking for a quick solution, but there is none. You can't kill a titan with guns and knives. No, we must try to make the monster sleep. We must get Mikra's help. Turn back to 1. So, just so you guys are aware on the map here, we are currently way down here, and the god eye, which they're talking about, is way up there. Okay, so nothing out of that one. Let's check the plane's cargo then. The plane must be at Henrik's camp. It is, which we know because it's right here. Sometimes you can wander so far. Like I could wander off this map up in these directions here, or this direction, but I can't walk south. So I could have like landed the plane somewhere nearby and walked over here, but I didn't do that. So let's check out the plane now. All right. We've been robbed. Ed stands next to an open crate entirely devoid of any valuable artworks. So this was, check on the plane's cargo. Okay, and Ed's the art dealer. All the crates are empty. I'm ruined. No, shouts Miguel, searching around the empty crates as though missing art could have merely been misplaced. How could this happen? Azarius approaches, looking mildly concerned. What has been stolen? Art, explains Jesse, also searching around for potential clues. You know, paintings and stuff? Ed makes a living as an art trader. He had a big sale lined up in Honolulu. I see, says Azarius, his tone dismissive. This is about money, then. Aren't there more important things to worry about right now, like getting you all back home? It's not about money, snaps Ed. Ed glances at Miguel, looking suddenly guilty. Never mind, we need to get my stolen property back as soon as possible. This has to be our top priority. I insist on it. Continues to the next page. You agree to keep an eye out the next time you're at a market to see if you can catch anyone attempting to sell any of the stolen pieces. Gain quest 156. Go back to 1. So we're just racking up essentially things to do here. So it's always good to get some direction first. So this says keyword art. Ed's collection was stolen from the cargo hold of the plane. We should be on the lookout for anyone trying to sell stolen pieces. Okay. So that's that. And it says turn back to 1. So again, for just 2 time, we are like exploring this camp, which I really appreciate. I feel like I'm getting good money's worth out of my turn here. Oh, so we are turning back to 1 in the book. And the last thing we can do now is do the savvy check. So examine Henrik's collection of books and maps. Now, if we fail, all we do is return to the map, but that means we're going to have to spend 2 more time. So, all right. So we are going to have Miguel. He's going to take this on. Savvy 7. So I already spent Mikra earlier. I don't have anything else that I can turn into Savvy. So worst case, I just have to try again. So yeah, we're just going to go for it. So I'm starting at 2. Another 5 would be great. And it's a 5. Perfect. That is the wild. I need to check and see if that, could I have added Claire to the mix? No, Bear Nose. Okay, that's just the name of the card. All right, but we passed. So we get to go to 1.1. A gently folded parchment falls from one of Henrik's journals. It's a map leading to a temple in the mountains in the northwest. Gain quest 4. Okay, so this appears to have, I think we've done everything there is to do at Henrik's camp here, which is a good start. So keyword temple, we deciphered a map of a temple in the mountains to the northwest of Henrik's camp. And so that's over here. So we've got lots to do just on this one page, which is awesome. Lots to do so far. We could go over here, we could go up here. This is what I love about this game, is that there's so many options of things to do here. So, all right. Okay, we have reset our time marker, and we're just going to start a new day. So we draw 2 cards. We've got one of these. Ooh, I like that. Once per turn. Yeah. Now it's best to start putting these on early, because that's going to make skill checks easier. So I think I'm going to go ahead and put one of these on him. I'm gonna put this one back, and since this is just a cheap one, I'm gonna go ahead and spend to add this one to him. So he now has 3 base cunning skill, and at any point when we camp, he can help remove a morale from someone. And I have these 2 that I can spend at any point, kind of like I spent Mikra earlier, to adjust a skill check. So we're going to spend 1 time. Nope, we're not spending any time yet. We're going to travel. So bug bites. Your skin reacts poorly to venom from unfamiliar insects. Take 3 health, and somebody takes venom. So let's just 1, 2, 3, and I'm gonna have Miguel here take the venom, because he can get it off of anybody, but he's got 2 stamina to remove, so that's quite a hefty price, but I don't feel like he's gonna be a big fighter. So all right, now we can spend 1 time to travel over here and move into 5. So then that's 2 more time to explore. So let's see here. Wandering encounter, see opposite page. So this is one of the coolest parts of the new storybook, one of these wandering encounters. Also, if you've read through the rule book, you'll know that boss encounters are also kind of in the storybook here. So what's going to happen now is that I can take each of my standees here. Now I technically have miniatures from the Kickstarter version. That's one of the bonuses you got, was miniatures for each character that you could place here, but these are much easier for you guys to see, and I'm not even going to put them in standees because I'm just going to set them down here. So what you see is a lot of different, well, 4 different checks, and then 2 just kind of freebies. So here I could explore the dark cave. I could do this. What is this? This is going to bother me. Moxie. That's what it's called. Moxie skill check 6, or discard a torch. We don't have a torch. This one, see, if you fail, you get no reward. Here, I'm trying to get the most adventure cards right off the bat. So I think what we're going to do here is, yeah, I think we're going to have Zarius. He's going to climb the old tree. We're going to have Miguel go here, which means he's not going to be able to, because participating in these checks still is going to take a stamina. And then I think we're gonna have Claire go here, and these two each get us a free quest card. So yeah, these are pretty simple. Sit and watch the trees, examine tree carvings. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get quest cards 28 and 106. I don't think that matters what order I complete these in, so I'm just going to do the easy ones first. So here's 28, and then we need 106. So 106 is riddle rocks. You've learned how to find riddle rocks. Oh, that's what this symbol means. Perfect. When you're on an atlas square with this symbol, which we've seen, you may spend one time to attempt a riddle. Turn to a story depending on the atlas page. When you're on an atlas square with this symbol. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. This game is already surpassing Sleeping Gods for me. This is amazing. Nothing here. You spot a frog placidly sitting beneath a tuft of grass, waiting for a snack to walk by. The frog has 3 branching horns above its eyes. It hops into your hand and settles in for a nap. Gain adventure card 107. Place this card in the completed quests. Okay, I don't know why this had to be a quest card. This could have been an entry into the journal, but adventure card 107. Alright, so we have our horned frog here. I guess he's our pet now. We can we gotta spend this stuff to redraw fate. So okay. And yeah, that was these two. So these two guys are good. And this is all one explore action, which is awesome too. Alright, we're just going to go, well, we'll go left to right here. So Claire Smith is going to attempt this one. This one should be pretty easy because she's already at 2. So either way, we're going to gain an adventure card. She does pass, so no damage to her. We gain adventure card 83. I'm going to do all the gaining at the end here because this is a lot of cards. Alright, then we're going to do Azarius. He's already at a 2. I have a third one to spend, so again, I think I'm okay for him. We'll spend his token. And, okay, he just barely made it, but that's fine. So he passed and solved the stone. He's already at a 2. I don't have anything to add. I don't have anybody to add with him, so he's just going to go for it. And it's only a 3, so we're 1 short. Let's see if we got anything in our stash here that can help with this. No. But we do have this card. So we're going to spend basic gear, which is going to allow us to redraw our fate. Open for, oh, that's even worse. Okay. I could get rid of my horned frog, but I'm just going to take the damage at this point. Alright, and he did have to spend this, which means it's going to be harder for him to get rid of the venom, but it's okay. It's okay, it's okay. Alright, so all of these guys are gaining their adventure card. This is the only one that if we had failed, we would have gained nothing. So, quest 27. Alright, there's 27, and then adventure card 35 and 83. Adventure card 35 and adventure card 1, 82, 83. So here's our adventure card. It's simply a hooded coat, which will allow us to, say, travel into this region over here, which is the cold danger. Also would provide 2 block if I spent it during a battle. And we also have Lucran gloves. So here's 3 block. That's nice. And then we have keyword bell. Thin branches are a haphazard ladder arching as you climb to the top of the tree. To the north, behind a wave of fog, you spot the top of a bell tower. To the north. Okay, from where we are. To the north, behind a wave of fog, you spot the top of a bell tower. A huge falcon emerges from a window and flaps eastward until you lose sight of it. So I'm done with this now for the moment. So I'm going to make some notes on my map here, and this is highly recommended. So I'm down here at 5, and so somewhere around here to the north is bell. So I'm going to write the word bell right here with a question mark, and that'll remind me to come back and find that card and come back. I also know that I'm looking for temple up here at 4 probably. Might be better to use pen, I don't know. And twins. I'm just going to write twins down here because I think the twins are over there. So there we go. I could write as many notes as I want on this map. So it's my map. It's my map. All right. And that was all. We still have 2 more time. I don't think there was anything else to explore here. So we are just going to spend 2 to travel. I could use my coat to travel into the mountains here and then end up on page 7, but I want to see what's here, and maybe even we may even walk up into 10. So we're going to spend 2 to travel here and just go boom, and it really doesn't matter at this point. Boom. Neither one of those have any danger symbols to them. I do need, however, I'm going to have to take 3 damage if I can't find a way to gain a rope. And I mean, there's no way I'm going to gain a rope unless this next event card here gives it to me. So 2 more of these. This is a nice one for just 1 card. So event. Nightly haunts. A wandering spirit haunts you at night. So somebody's going to go mad. So madness states no abilities. Yeah, so Jesse's going to be mad. Mad. But we do gain honey. And it's the start of my turn, so with my venom, I need to get Miguel back going here. I need to find some vegetables or some meat here, so I can give him a stamina back. And see, I could use my binoculars to gain meat, but then meat alone is only giving me 3 hearts, whereas a root vegetable here with meat would give me 6 hearts back. So what I am going to, at this moment in time, I'm going to spend my first aid kit to keep him alive. I'm also going to put this 8 back, which is a really nice card, and add this one to Claire. So she's a mechanical genius now. Alright. Yeah. Okay. And we need to do some traveling here. So 1. And unfortunately, at this point here, you can see here, obstacles are -3 damage. So Azarius, we're going to say he took the lead on that, and he was the first one to climb up the mountain and get us there. So then we'll spend 2 to explore number 4. If keyword temple, you may turn to 4.1. Perfect. We do have the keyword temple. That's why we were headed here, so we're just jumping right in. A corridor of crumbling columns runs deep into the mountain, where darkness huddles in cracks and corners and gathers in the chambers ahead. Statues with round faces drip with yellowed cobwebs. their double tongues hanging out in cheeky expressions. Miguel inspects one up close. You could put this on Notre Dame and no one would blink an eye. Jesse creeps up behind him. Don't stand too close, it could bite. Miguel startles, and despite his proud posture, his face blushes red as an apple. Do we explore the temple, lose 1 torch, or minus 12 health and gain frightened? That's too much. Too much. Or we just turn back to the map. So this is what I'm going to do, because there's nothing here that is just going to give me a torch, right? No. So I'm going to write temple with torch, and I'm going to come back. I'm going to come back to this spot here. All right. So then I guess at this point we are going to travel north to see if we can check out the bell, since we're so close. We are leaving our plane behind, but that's all right. So I'm going to spend 1 time. We will turn. This is kind of like how traveling in Sleeping Gods worked. You always just walked or sailed off the map. And 10, I have to come in right here, and we are at the bell tower. So yeah, there we go. Interesting. I unfortunately don't have enough to explore. I don't want to travel. I certainly don't want to camp. I could repair, but my plane is still fine. I can't fly. So what I'm going to do is pass. I may pass at this point. And so I'm going to push this up here. And then there's this little token here, which I'm not quite sure where this is supposed to go. If it's supposed to go down here, or if it's supposed to go up here. I have been using it up here. But again, maybe you're supposed to put it down here. Either way, I get an extra time next turn. So let's go ahead and start that turn. And we've got lots of, ooh, man. All right, so we can start putting this on Azarius. Take 2 damage plus 2 once per turn. Ooh, I like that one too. Ooh, I like both of these. I do like both of these. Okay, so I think, yeah, I think we're going to do immunity. So I'm going to put a 6 back in and give Azarius this one here. So I'm starting to build people up, kind of having their own expertise, areas of expertise here. Deer. Azarius falls on a sharp rock while hunting a deer. Okay. All right, fine. There we go. But we gain 2 meat, so that's good. We could use that 2 meat to start healing people up. We just need a root vegetable, and that would be perfect. All right, so Miguel, he's still poisoned, so we had to give him a hit. And I think we are ready to get started here. So essentially I just go 1, 2 to be able to explore, and we're going to jump to 44. '44 has got 10 different entries in it. All right. An old church stands in the mist, its damp walls hiding in a blanket of lichen. A bell tower tilts above the fog, its door shies from you as though embarrassed of its cracked wooden planks and rusty nails. Do we enter the broken front doorway, unavailable if keyword pious? We don't have that. Watch and wait for something to return to the bell tower. Requires keyword bell, so that's what we're going to do. All right. A falcon soars down from the clouds and lands atop the bell tower. It tilts its head with a penetrating stare, then dives from the tower. It lands on a rock in the churchyard, wings rippling outward, and transforms into a woman in a thick coat of feathers. The skin around her eyes is stained black, starkly outlining her white, pupilless eyes. I am Hesra, daughter of the god Kempter. she says. I've been watching you, and I know you seek totems for Mikra. What devious plan she has for you I do not know, but I warn you not to trust her. Interesting. Trusting any of the gods is a dangerous game, says Azarius. Hesra returns the barest hint of a grin. That sounds like red heretic talk. Such disrespect would see you destroyed in older times. But it doesn't matter now. My sworn enemy, the god Thrak, is venturing north. If you ever find yourself facing him in combat, call my name, and I will do what I can to aid you. Why is he your enemy? Asks Jessie. Hesra sneers. He stole my eggs for his depraved followers to consume. I will tear out his eyes in payment. In a burst of feathers, she turns back into a giant falcon, flying high into the clouds until she disappears. Complete quest 27 and 116. So I don't have 116. Yeah. Okay, so this is completed now. We'll put this one up there. Draw quest 78. Draw 2 ability cards. Return to the map. Well, I'll take that. So here's 2 cards. And quest 78. Quest 78 says Feathers. We met Hesra, the daughter of the god Kempter. She can transform into a giant falcon. She pledged to help us defeat her enemy, the god Thrak, if we ever face him in combat. Okay, fine. Alright, so then we have to return to the map. Now, we could enter the broken doorways. That is a Moxie 8 check. I do have this. I could add to it. It would cost me some stuff here. Or, I think we're going to spend 2 more time because we can investigate the graveyard. Yeah. So, turn to 44-3. You walk among the gravestones, their carved letters gilded with pale spider nests. Something crawls from the dirt, gasping. The corpse's sickly skin reeks of decay. A floating eye and a zombie goat join in the unmarried gathering of undead? Oh my god. I have to combat 8, 10, 30, 36, 52, and 53. This is only a level 7 though. So this might not be that bad because level 6 is the lowest. I don't know why level 6 is the lowest. But let's just see here. We've got 8. We've got 10. It says we can flee from this at the end of any enemy phase, so we have to do at least 1 round of combat. So you're going to get to see 1 round of combat, and I may be running very, very fast away from all this. So 36, 52, but with all of these enemies, and 53, and it's only level 7, they can't be that bad, right? I mean, these are the only enemies we've seen other than the 2 in the tutorial, so. Alright, now we're instructed to give these a shuffle, and then I'm just going to use the map book to lay them out. Hopefully they're all going to fit. We're going to move Claire just up here, and ooh. Lots of stuff going on here. Okay. Alright, so this gets 1, this gets 1, this gets 1. This gets 1. The infested eye gets 2. And this necrotic goat gets 2. Alright. So now we need to figure out a plan of attack here. None of these guys are too powerful. Maybe the eye, which is a level 2. So what I'm going to do here is I take my combat deck, which is separate. It's adventure cards, but it is separate from my other cards. And yeah. I'm going to draw 5 cards. Essentially, when you're playing, you draw 1 because everybody kind of controls Claire, and then another one per character you control. But when you control everybody, you just draw 5. But I can only play 4 of them each round. So let's see what we got here. We've got +1 damage if madness. Oh, that's a shame. Claire. I'd rather have Claire have the madness. +1 damage if Jesse. So yeah, let's figure out what's the best plan of attack here. These 3 all use synergy tokens. So all right, I think we're going to start with the wrench. We can do this one. We can pick Claire. Basically, only one person can take a swing with a weapon or do something per round of combat. So Claire's now used up, but she definitely has 2 or more. So we're hitting at a 3, 4 plus this die roll, which is a 3. Awesome. 7. I love it. Okay. Nobody else really has anything to help me right now. Jessie could spend one of her things to block, but I think I'm okay. 7 damage is quite a good number here. So that's a lot of frightened. And the infested eye being poisonous, that's add 1 power to an ally. So where do I want to stand? If I don't mess with the zombies, they're not going to be too bad. So I'm going to kind of leave them alone for right now. I definitely want to start putting a hit on the eye here. So this is 3, 4, 5. We'll do. Now, if I could take this thing out, then I don't need to cover these. I'm just going straight for it. So 3, 4, 5, 6. I can put 1 more somewhere, but it's got to be connected. I'm already covering up a thing, so let's put you there. Yeah, I like that. So the eye is now hitting back for 4. She doesn't have any block, so she's taking 4 damage. Alright, but she has a synergy token that she can pass to someone. And so we're going to give that synergy token to Jessie, I think. And Jessie is going to use her baseball bat. So Jessie's immediately going to spend this baseball, or this synergy token. She's going to get 2 block out of this. She's getting base of 3 plus this roll is 0. So I guess we can't be lucky all the time. And we're just going to take out the infested eye here. So this guy is going to hit her back for 4. She's blocking 2, so she takes 2 damage. But this eye is done. He flips over. This guy slides down. And there we go. Okay. Good progress here. Now I think the skeletons are the #1 priority. So, who's going to go next? I want to save this card. Plus perception. Do I use the binoculars? I don't know if I can use the binoculars or not. I guess I could. It's a precise strike, so I'm using binoculars, but we're going to have Ed here is going to wait. I didn't cover up a synergy token, did I? I didn't. So I don't have a synergy token to pass. So instead, I'm going to have Ed do this one. So he gets to remove, we'll say, this one. He's going to go after this guy. He gets to remove one. He's going to be blocking 2, so he's not going to take any damage. And he can hit for 1. And I ideally want to put it on this spot here so I can pass a synergy token to the next person. Which I will now use to have Azarius take the final turn here. Yeah. And so he can remove 1, so I guess we'll say we'll remove 1 from this guy. We're attacking this guy. 2 plus his perception, which is 1. So he's hitting for 3 and he's blocking for... Oh, I forgot to take... No, I was blocking both of that. So he's going to take 1 damage for this, but he's going to get to hit for 3. So I'm not able to take this guy out, but I can go 1, 2, 3, and I believe that synergy token I can pass to somebody. So where'd the one go that I spent earlier? Did I put it back? Yeah, I did. I'm going to give that to Claire because I have a plan. All right, at this point, the round is over. So all of these 4 combat cards here, and I think I'm going to go for it. These all go to the combat discard pile. I get to draw back up however many I played, which is 4. And so this guy is going to get an extra 1, and then he's going to heal oneself, but he doesn't have any damage. This guy's going to get 1. This guy's going to get 1, but also he's going to give a weaken. So unfortunately, I'm going to kind of pick on Miguel here. If I can find a weakened token. And Miguel's he's just our punching bag. And so he's taking care of heal 3 self, no damage on them, and so they're each just getting 2 more of these. But that's it. There's no like massive attack or anything like that. And so then we can use these cards here to continue on our way. So what I wanted to do was put this on Claire here. So she's going to get to spend this to add +2 to this attack. She's 1 plus this, which is 2 for 3. She's not mad, but that's okay. But she's blocking for 1. And so let's see, who do we want to hit here? So she's hitting for 3, 5, which is pretty good. She's already blocking 1, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 maybe, and take this goat out. Because I'm also going to use these gloves. So she's going to block for 4, and that's what this thing is hitting for. So yeah, let's do that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and she blocked everything. We're good. Did she cover up a synergy? I don't think she did. Man, there's like no synergy except for right there on that necrotic goat. So ideally, the next person we want to go will use something like this. So this is pistol. This is disorient, which is nice, but not quite needed. +1 to each adjacent enemy. This is +2, +1. I think it's going to be the pistol here. Yeah. And we're going to have... So none of these other use skills. So Ed here is going to shoot his pistol. And worst case, this is a -1, which is fine. All I really wanted was 3, because this next one wouldn't have been able to go anywhere. So I'm going to put one here, which is going to... Actually, I'm going to put one here first. We'll say I started with this guy and then put the second one there. So I don't have to take this hit. He's hitting me for 3, 1, 2, 3. That's just one less damage he would have taken. Alright, so the necrotic goat is out. we're making our way here. We're making our way. So, but I did not get any stuff here. So I'm gonna need to defeat somebody here. So we're gonna use this to simply get a hit on a thing. Yeah, so we'll have Azarius play this one. He can take 2 from here. And he's not blocking anything. He's going to put 1 here, which unfortunately that zombie's going to heal right back. But it gets me the synergy token that I need to then give to, we'll say, Jesse here. And Jesse is going to switch from a baseball bat to a wrench. And so she's hitting 2 plus this die roll. -1. Darn it. Darn it. Yeah, Claire is going to spend this to allow her to re-roll that. Better. So 4 plus 1 to each adjacent enemy. So who do I want to... I guess this is probably the best one. Or no? Maybe we go for the zombie in the middle here. Yeah. Stick with the zombie in the middle. So she's blocking 1 of the 2. She's going to take 1 damage. And she's hitting 4 and then 1 on each adjacent enemy. So I guess we'll do, because I don't think these have to be like so. So I'm going to cover up these, and then I get 4 on this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4 maybe. Do it that way. 1, 2, 3, 4. We already took the damage. That's 4 cards. Nobody is defeated, but I've covered up a lot of the stuff here that that would make a difference here. So those go up there. We draw 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I only have 1 card. I basically need to end this now. But we need to pass out some power. So you get a power, you get a power, nothing for you, and nothing for you. Heals self 3. I believe that those are just the hearts. I don't think he takes this away. So if I'm wrong about that, let me know. I'll check after this video and post it in the comments. But I did get a synergy token. Who do I want to give this to? Let's have Azarius. He hasn't gotten one yet. All right. So I could disorient. That would help me like remove some of this damage, but I need to get moving here. So ooh, I do like this card. So I think what we're going to do is have Azarius go first with his double punch. He can remove 1, and then he's going to be getting basically 3 plus the die roll. So who do I want to have him go after? Ideally, he covers up a synergy token, so then Azarius can help finish it off here. So he's going to go after this one, because there's literally no other tokens available. So he's going to remove 1 of these because of this. So he spent this, and he's going to roll this, and it's a 0. That's unfortunate. So 3 still. So we're going to do... 1, 2, 3. She's going to hit for 2. So yeah. No, 3. Ooh. Okay. But he covered up synergy. He's just going to give it to Ed here, who's going to immediately use it to get 1 plus 3 is 4. He can remove 1 of these things. So he's going to remove it from this guy. And then he gets a die roll to all of this. So, ooh, God, that's awful. Alright, so 3. Only 3. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3. Take out this zombie here in the middle. Make some progress here. And he's going to take 2, 3 damage. 1, 2, 3 from that thing. This slides like so. I'm running out of stuff here, guys. I'm running out of stuff. Does Claire just shoot her pistol at something? I'm gonna have Jessie shoot the pistol. So Jessie, oh, she does have a thing. Did I use that thing? I think I did, with the wrench. So she's gonna fire off the pistol, and that's cocked. We're gonna say it's cocked. That's not cocked. My game, my rules. Okay. So she's hitting for 6. How can we make the most of this? I think we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Unfortunately, I can't go diagonally. Yeah, and I had to go this way, right? Because that was already there. 6. Yeah, so this guy's done. It's hitting her back for 3. Oh no. Oh no. Scattering ashes. So she's down to 7. This is taking a toll on me. Hopefully it's worth it. So these slide together. And then last but not least, disorient is not going to do much. So who's going to take this one? Alright, so she gets to take 1 away, hit for 2, and she blocks 1, so she's going to take 1 damage. And yeah, we're just going to go right there. Alright, new round. I believe at this point I just get to draw this one, and that's it. I think. Am I not going to be able to take these guys out? Hold on. We need to check. We need to check here. Restoring dormant totems. Combat rhino. Around every phase. Combat cards. Okay, reshuffle the deck if you run out of cards. So, good. Oh, these should be in there. Okay. So, we should be able to take these things out. We covered up all their end of round abilities, so they don't get anything additionally, and we're good to go here. So 1, 2, 3. All right. No, pretty sure no synergy tokens were covered up there. Yeah, because that's the only one left. So, who's got some block here? I can play, let's see, this to disorient. That's going to remove these and then block for 1. So he's only taking 1 damage. And then you just need to keep it simple here. This I can block for 1, so she's going to take just 1 damage, but take this thing out. That is a synergy token, but none of these synergies give me any blocks. So we're going to have her come in. She can't miss, and take out this skeleton. And she takes 1 point of damage. Alright. Whew. Back here in the graveyard. Alright, we'll put those back here in a minute. We're done with combat. Again, I can just stack those up there like that. Yeah, let's see what this fight was worth. Oh, where were we? Okay, if defeated, enemies turn to 44.4. One of the zombies was holding a wicked mace made of spiky bones. Gain adventure card 60, bone mace. Gain 2 blood flowers and 1 Gurgan leaf. Perfect. So I gotta figure out what these things are. I think these are the blood flowers. Yeah. So 2 of these and 1 Gurgan leaf, which I believe is this one. And some kind of weapon. Alright, so perfect. This is a combat card. It says combat right here. With the knife, it says combat up here, so that's going to go into our deck. We could remove a card from our deck to add this one in and keep it at 14, or we can just add this one in. But decent amount of block. If you are synergy, swap 2 adjacent enemies, and so Azarius is going to be swinging this, obviously. Pretty cool. All right. So let's see now if any of our stuff is putting us closer towards getting where we need to go. Also, I don't think this is on this map. No. But this guy here, Thrax Pain, is 1 egg, which is the hardest to get away. This one's kind of close too. Tier of Mikra. And that's it. None of the rest of these we're even close on. Okay. Return to the map. Then so I spent 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, I'm going to finish out this turn. And yeah, I don't think, what's unfortunate is that there's just camping and then there's just doing this other stuff. But there's no real way to like heal up anything. So what do we want to do here? This is what I want to do. I'm going to spend 1 of these to get a stamina back with him, and then he's going to spend both of them to remove his venom status. And then I'm also going to spend this honey that's going to remove this weakened status. And I mean, these things are super powerful. This can like give me 10 health back. This can give me +8 to a fate check. But if I spend them, then they're gone and I can't use them on totems. I'm also going to use my binoculars to find a root vegetable, which I will then turn around and spend on this, along with this meat, to gain 6 health and 1 stamina back. So I'm going to give the stamina to Claire. And who do we need to get up to snuff here? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so everybody's at 6. All right. And then that's pretty much all I can do here. Okay. Do I want to add these to anybody? I don't think so at the moment, although this one, I feel like this symbol is going to come up a lot. What do I want to do with my next 2 time? I guess we will travel a little bit while we're here. This looks interesting, but I have to walk around. So we're going to go here, and I'm going to pass, which means I get to leave that up there. And we're going to stop here, ladies and gentlemen. I feel like that was a pretty big combat we just got through. This is a good stopping point. So yeah, if you are enjoying this playthrough, please let me know in the comment section below. I will continue recording it if there is interest in the playthrough and people want to see more of it. Obviously, there is spoilers abound by watching this, but some people may be living vicariously through me as they don't own the game or plan on purchasing the game. So let me know if you guys want me to continue this campaign on the channel. Otherwise, thanks for watching, And if you do want me to continue the campaign, let me know where you'd like to see me go. I think we're going to go check out these 2 towns up here, but then probably maybe head back down and go search for twins. I don't know. That's a lot of walking. Do we just keep heading north and leave our plane behind? Let me know what you think our plan of action should be, and we'll consider that in our next playthrough. So other than that, again, thank you for watching. Thank you for watching this far if you're still listening. And I'll see you in the next video.